Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 34 of the Pokemon Cup Series. Today we're here at Texas Motor Speedway for the running of the O'Reilly 500. It is the second race of round 2 of the playoffs. And last weekend we saw one of the drivers lock his spot into the next round. That was Marcus Sachi, who won at Dover last weekend to advance to round 3. Now let's see if anyone else is going to join him in the next round with a win here at Texas. On the pole we have the 14 of Rich Roy. On the outside with the 96 Daniel Bouchard. John Mendez and DJ Kirker in row 2. Row 3 has Matthew Mdev and Priya McShane. Marcus Sachi starts row 4 with Diego Yepes. James Richardson and Sebastian Kukulon start row 5. Christian Vargas, Brandon Tharp start row 6. Evan Hunter and Jonathan Fast in row 7. And Riley Spurley-Tube and Cullen Francis round out the field of playoff drivers here in today's race at Texas. And now let's take your trackside for the command to fire up the engines as we're about to go racing here at the Lone Star State.
Gentlemen, start your engines! I'm up in the center of 1 and 2 up here, so as you're going down the back stretch into 3, it may appear to me that they're inside, but they may be just shy of that. I'll really try to stay on top of that all night, but...
So here we go. It's going to be a 32-lap race around Texas Motor Speedway. Very fast track, very tricky track. And we'll see who's going to advance to the next round of the playoffs. The next race will be the elimination race. That'll cut the field in half of playoff drivers down to 8. So this race is very important here in order to ensure survival into the next round of the playoffs. Here we go, the green flag waves in the O'Reilly 500. First lap goes to Rich Roy. Here comes Priya McShane for second place. And battling for third place is DJ Kirker. And McShane gets second place from the 13 car as the 14 tries to pull away a little bit. And there's DJ Kirker in the third spot right now. He's going to go for second spot with this pass. 3-wide battle in the back. Who knows though, this could lead into some disaster. We've seen battles like these end in crashes. Oh man, Daniel Bouchard was way loose there in the middle, going right up and down, and now he saves it somehow. Oh, he's still stuck in the middle. Oh man, McShane up into Bouchard, and they're in the wall, and Bouchard goes around, and McShane crashes, and there's a pileup. Wow, a huge pileup, like what we saw in Dover. Only this time it lasted 4 laps before that happened. While Dover, it just took 2 laps. Wow, I'm not sure what Daniel Bouchard was thinking. I think his car was way loose and he got into Priya McShane and just had nowhere to go. Wow, that is really going to change up the playoff field. Oh my gosh. And there'll be pit stops here at Texas, without a doubt. Rich Roy going to lead the field down to pit road and he's going to be out first. Who retired? 5 cars were... Oh, 6 retired. Including Brandon Tharp, as he also is out of the race, but Priya McShane stays in the race. Alright, so Priya McShane's going to stay alive, and the green flag is going to wave again. So McShane's still alive, but Brandon Tharp has retired, and it's going to take a huge hit on his chances to advance to the next round. Next race is going to be Sawmill, of course, and that will be the cutoff race. And again, I mentioned it'll be from 16 down to 8. And we'll see who's gonna which half the field is gonna survive into round 3. And we know one of them is Sachi, and he, by the way, is running in 5th. We have another caution as Carter Friesen and McShane is hit again. James Richardson was also involved in the crash. And look at MDev just taking the lead before the caution. What a move by the 12. And he's leading under the yellow. He just wasted no time. He knew the yellow came out and he had to make his move. And he did. Carter Friesen crashed. And I guess Roger Ray took him out. And Gatlin Downey also spun. And the 72 took a couple barrel rolls. 17 hits, 18's hit, 95's hit. And now we take another set of pit stops for everyone tries to get those fresher tires in because tires are very important in this race apparently. And who's going to be out first? I think they're going to have MDev out first. Yep. Richardson's a lap down. He's going to start in front of Marcus Sachi, who's moved up to 2nd. Priya McShane has given up, unfortunately. She's done for the day after getting involved in her 2nd crash of the day. So she wasn't able to survive enough for more points. And we don't know if it's going to affect her in the long run. We're going green again. Oh, wow. Look at Richardson holding up the field here. Holds up Fitzwater. Sachi able to get by him on the high lane. And the 17's gonna hold up the 4 car. Might not look good. This is gonna go ugly. This is gonna end ugly. I have a feeling this is going to end ugly. Man, they're going real loose. But they're gonna be safe for now. MDev pulls a little bit ahead of the 3. We'll see if it lasts. Look at all these cars with major damage. Very tough race to survive in at Texas. Texas has always been a tough track. And Zach Fitzwater's moved up to 3rd. And for a non-playoff driver, that is an amazing run. Jonathan Fast is still in the playoffs, and he's going to take the 3rd spot away from Fitzwater. He also wants to win to move on to round 3. And great runs by non-playoff drivers Grayson Acevedo and Pichu. And Pichu's won here at Texas a couple times in the Cup Series. And I'm sure that the 12 does not want to see a caution right now. With that big lead he's having, he's a 1 second over the 2nd place car. That's Jonathan Fast. That might soon be Zach Fitzwater. Zachary Fitzwater gets by him, and he gets there. So Zach Fitzwater takes the 2nd spot away, and so Pichu is going to try to move up as well. So these 2 non-playoff drivers really having great runs against playoff drivers. And Zach Fitzwater looks to break the winless drought this season and win one. At least, even though he's not a playoff driver, still he would love to win at this season and not go home empty-handed in season 34. As last season he was one of the best drivers with a handful of wins last season and made the playoffs and did really good in the playoffs. He didn't get to the Final Four, but he had a deep run. But now here comes Pichu into 2nd place for the number 99. And he got it. And Jonathan Fast going to compete with them as well. Almost a 3-wide battle for 2nd. Just for 2nd place right now as Matthew MDev is pulled away tremendously. So MDev is doing a real good job. Oh no, Vargas just went around. He made contact with Colin Francis. And Diego Yepes was taken out. And that's the caution. Roger Ray was hit. Oh my gosh. Now they're going to battle for second right here. 3 wide. Racing back to the caution with 10 laps to go. And Zach Fitzwater just took second place from both of them. Wow, so much for that big lead for MDev. And now he's going to have to fight for it. He's going to have to fight back. So, we have another caution. And are they going to come to pits? No. And guess what? The 17 is going to start in front of the leader. This is going to be really, really insane. 6 laps to go at Texas. Here we go. It looks like MDev is going to try using the high line to pass the 17. And he will. And there are other lap cars holding up the second place car of Zach Fitzwater. That's definitely not what the others were expecting. And now, who's going to get second? This is going to go crazy. Oh man, slowing down. Cars are slowing on pit road. And the 88's holding them up tremendously. I don't know how they didn't crash. Oh my gosh, and I think the leader went to pit. Yes, MDev went to pit. MDev just pitted. And now Fast leads as Fitzwater gets held up. 4 laps to go in this bizarre race. If we get a caution, it'll be overtime at this point, but man, I think we would need overtime to clear this all up. My gosh, how did they not crash when leaders were slow? I just have no idea. 3 laps to go at Texas. And Jonathan Fast leads, and he's hoping to win and get into the next round. And Zach Fitzwater tries to pull off a win here. Trying to pull off a surprising win this late in the season. Acevedo in 3rd place, and Francis is fighting for 4th. Coming at 2 to go at Texas. Jonathan Fast trying to win for the 2nd time this season. When Sachi won, it was his 2nd win of the season. We'll see if Fast will have the same luck. And gotta hope that a caution does not come out before he takes the white. But Zach Fitzwater is closing in on these 47. Might have another chance here, but here we go to the white flag with 1 lap to go. Looks like we will be clean the rest of the way. Car's in the grass, but it won't matter. Pichu is in the grass, but he saves it. Down the final corners for Jonathan Fast, trying to win again and get himself into round 3. Final corners, and Jonathan Fast is going to do it. He's going to win the O'Reilly 500 at Texas Motor Speedway, and he'll be in the round 3, and he'll advance to round 3 of the playoffs. So Jonathan Fast has won at Texas to move on to round 3. He will join Marcus Sachi in round 3 of the Pokemon Cup Series playoffs. It was a wreck fest, but surprisingly it ended in a calm fashion. And Zach Fitzwater, he gave a great effort there, running 2nd, not being a playoff driver, but he did get a great effort out of that. But the Lego 47 finally wins again, and here at Texas, and he gets his 2nd win of the season. And more importantly, he moves on to round 3 of the playoffs. So Sachi and Fast, we know, are going to be in round 3. And next weekend is going to be a big weekend because we will have drivers eliminated from all 3 series of the playoffs. And there'll be 2 tracks hosting the cutoff races. The Trucks and X series will be in Iowa for their first cutoff race of the playoffs, while the second cutoff race for the Cup series will be in Sawmill. You all know what Sawmill is. The last road course of the season, and a very good road course to run in, a very challenging one too. So you don't want to miss any of our races next weekend. We'll be eliminating drivers left and right. So join us for a great weekend next time. We'll see you guys in Iowa and Sawmill. And Jonathan Fast locks himself into round 3 with Marcus Sachi. We'll see you next time.